everyone, this is Ishika Bhattacharjee and welcome to this Python tutorial. Today, we are going to explore some of the Python's most commonly used utility libraries. I am going to cover random, time and date time libraries. Now, these libraries are essential for tasks like generating random numbers, tracking time and working with dates. So by the end of this video, you will know not just how to use them, but also when and why to use them. Now, let's start with the random module. So, the random module helps you generate pseudo-random numbers. So, pick random elements from a list, shuffle items, and more. So, this is extremely useful in simulations, games, testing, or anywhere you need an element of randomness, right? Now, there is some key functions included, that is randint. Now, this function generates a random integer between a and b. See, this is randint and this will generate any random number between a and b, here 1 and 10. So when I print this, okay, I have to import this module, then I need to run this cell. So I'm getting any random number between 1 to 10. Now, there is another function that is choice. And in the choice function, we have some sequence. So it picks a random element from a sequence like a list. So here I have given a list colors and I am going to pick a random choice from these colors list. Now when I am going to run it, it is going to give me a random color. See, if I run it again, it is going to give me some other color. So because this is random. Now, the third function is shuffle. Now what it does, it randomly rearranges the elements of a list. So when I run this, you can see that my list was red, blue, green and yellow. But now it's yellow, green, red and blue. It got shuffled. If I run it again, it's again shuffled. So, and the last function is random. Now what it does, it returns a random float between 0 and 1. So when I run this, it is going to give me any random float number. If I run it again, it is going to change. Now you might be thinking why it is giving me just 3 places after the decimal, because of the 3f I have written here. Now this is formatting. We should learn about it later. Now for example, we want a random integer between 1 and 10. So we simply wrote this and I am getting the value. Now, similarly, we picked a random color from the list, or I shuffled the list to change the order of the elements. Now remember, random is good for simulations, but not secure enough for cryptography, right? For secure randomness, Python has a secrets module. We will see sometime maybe. But now, next we have the time module. Now this module is great for working with time in Python. It allows us to measure how long a piece of code takes to run. Pause the program for a few seconds and much more. So some of the key functions include, let me just run it. Yeah, so some of the key functions include time.time, right? So in here you can see that the function is time.time. It will give me the current timestamp in seconds and it takes the time since January 1, 1970. So if I run it, what happens is it just gives me the execution time. So it will give me the current timestamp. Now I have the time dot sleep seconds function. Now here I can see that it is sleep and I have provided 2. It means that it will sleep for 2 seconds. So whatever I am printing, it will be printed after 2 seconds. Yes, you see it, right? Now if I change the value to 5, it will print the same thing after 5 seconds. You get it, right? I have to change it to 5. Okay, you understood it. Now, again, if I run this code, It is giving me the execution time. Right now, see what happens is I am starting the time, then I am getting the total, then I'm ending the time. Then I want the execution time, that is end minus start. I am going to get this time minus this time. So that's why I am getting these seconds, right? Now, this is extremely helpful when you want to benchmark your code or create delays for real world simulations. Now, finally, let's look at the date time module. Now, this module is perfect for working with dates and times. It allows you to create specific dates, calculate differences between dates, and format dates in a readable way. So now I'm going to import these modules. Now there are some features include datetime.now. What it does, it gets the current date and time. So if I print it, it will give me the current date and time. I am right now doing this. Okay. The next one is date, time, year, month, and day. Now you see here is date time. I am giving the year, month, and day. So it will create a specific day like this. Correct? Now I have another feature, time delta, days, hours, and minutes. See, time delta days is equal to 1 and no hours and minutes. But the syntax is time delta days, hours, and minutes. What it does, it allows arithmetic with dates. Now, what can I do that with day 1, I can plus the now date and let's see what happens. See, tomorrow, like today is 9, right? So tomorrow it added just the one day and it gave me the date. Now if I give the value day as a 5, it will give me the date as 14. Now what if I just add the year also? So the syntax was days, hours, and minutes. Uh, so let's try with hours. Let me put some like 2. So it will give me the date from 5 hours, 5 days, 2 hours from today. Now the last feature is the strf time and it is format. What does it does is it formats a date into a human readable string. Now see, when I run it, you can just see the date here, right? So this is the using date time module and it is ensuring your date calculations are accurate and your outputs are easily readable. So right now you can just avoid doing manual date math and it's error prone. So let's see the step-by-step workflow. First, we decide the task, randomness, timing or date handling. Whatever task it is, we have a module for that. Next, we import the required module. Now we can use the built-in functions or classes the module provides us. See, there are some functions defined. You can check out on your own. Now later we can perform operations as needed as the task requires. And also we can optionally combine these modules for tasks like simulating delays with random events. So this was the step-by-step workflow. Now, to use the random module for simulation tests and random selections, or to use the time module to measure execution duration and add delays, or the date time module for handling dates and times, these are the few best practices you can cover. So don't use random for secure purposes. Use secrets instead. Secrets is another module, right? And always format dates before showing them to the users. So you need to format the date, otherwise the user would not be able to see the date or time. Okay, because see here the date time was showing first the year, then the month, then the day. But here I have formatted is as day, month, then year, then hour, minute, and second. So it is now showing me at the readable form for users. So try to format these, otherwise they would be having some problems. Now, that is it for today's tutorial on Python's utility libraries. You have learned how to use random time and date time module along with some practical examples. Now I will tell you to practice it on your own. Otherwise, you won't get it. And try some other classes or functions from these modules also just to get some more clarity. Now, please practice these examples on your own and try combining them for interesting projects. So, thank you. That's all for this discussion. We'll cover more modules in the later discussion. That's it. Thank you.